Hey everybody, Nick Espinosa, your chief security fanatic here. Please feel free to subscribe, but today, let's turn to the dark web because the dark web is turning basically to political scams. And this is something that I think is highly inappropriate. And if you are new to essentially my segments here, my channel, wherever you're listening or watching me, I have a saying, and the saying is simply this: cybersecurity is agnostic to politics, but we're not immune from it. And quite frankly, I do not care if you love or hate whatever in politics. That's your business. I want to bring you the facts on the ground. And so today we're going to be talking about a dark web scam that involves the potential assassination of Donald Trump. And this, quite frankly, is something that I think we're going to see an absolute ton of, and it's something that we need to take seriously, whether it is a scam or not. So with that, the Daily Dot's Mikhail Thalen had a really good write-up on this, and basically a website in the dark web is raising funds to quote-unquote assassinate President-elect Donald Trump, and this appears to be a crowdfunding scam, and we'll go through why that is. So, this website is entitled Destroy Trump. Now, it has appeared on the dark web about 2-ish weeks ago and claims to have raised $13,245 out of its $30,000 goal as of December 21, 2025. Now, the anonymous author on the site claims that he has the quote-unquote right skills, right acquaintances, and a plan to actually carry out an assassination against the president-elect. And we'll talk about why that is super, super hard. Now, part of the message on the website reads, "I will need your help. I need money. Every dollar will help. I need to raise $30,000. We don't have much time left. Please help me. Let's do it together." Now, he also goes on to say that he is terminally ill because he has these skills and the acquaintances and blah, 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 that he's essentially going to sacrifice his life to do this, but he needs $30,000 to get this done. Now, that is essentially a standard scam, not basically saying you're going to carry on assassination against the president-elect. I don't care who that president-elect is, but that sense of urgency to say we have to act now, act now, act now, act now, that is screaming of a scam. Now, below that message, there are basically two cryptocurrency addresses for users to send either Bitcoin or Monero. Monero tends to be one of those currencies of choice for scammers in the dark web as well, because it obfuscates or washes its transaction trail, so it's much harder to track. Now, an examination by the Daily Dot, who did the homework on this, basically showed that there are no funds in the Bitcoin wallet. They didn't mention Monero, but again, Monero obfuscates itself. Now, the Daily Dot reached out to the Secret Service to also ask if they were aware of this potential threat in the dark web. The Secret Service did not respond, and the website's appearance obviously comes after numerous close calls for then candidate Trump throughout the campaign season in 2024. In July in Butler, Pennsylvania, somebody actually got a shot off and apparently nicked him in the ear or clipped him in the ear, and and just barely, if he had just turned his head, he probably would have died. There also was one at one of his golf courses. I believe it was the New Jersey golf course, if I remember correctly, where the Secret Service spotted somebody that was basically building a sniper's nest or had a sniper's nest basically in the bushes around the perimeter of the golf course, and they were able to take action there. And then candidate Trump was not in any danger in that one, fortunately, but these are the things that we need to really address and understand, because whether this is a scam or this is an actual attempt, we are going to see an absolute ton of these because we are living in a deeply divided time. One of the big issues that we're going to have here is that while all presidents have had assassination attempts or threats of assassination, I mean, Ronald Reagan was shot. The actual threats against Obama, although nothing basically was came to fruition of that, were through the absolute roof. JFK was assassinated, William McKinley was assassinated, Abraham Lincoln was assassinated, and on and on and on. And so we're going to see death threats no matter who the president is, but in a deeply divided time, we are going to start to see the extremists become more motivated to act, whether it's one thing or the other. And with calls, by some people, obviously more on the extremes, thinking about civil war and those kinds of things, this is, I think, a very serious issue. We need to lower the temperature in the room. This isn't helping anybody. And again, I do not care if you absolutely love Trump or you hate Trump or Harris or whatever. It's not my business. The point is that these are the facts on the ground. And one of the facts on the ground is that we need to turn this temperature down, because we are seeing basically very aggressive accusations, basically from one side to the other and vice versa. And I think that's something that we have to basically account for and attest for. But quite frankly, no matter what you are on the political spectrum, you got to own it on your side as well. right? It's happening left and right, and it's not healthy and it's not good, especially, if we are going to try and maintain a democracy going forward, right? We should have the ability to have these open arguments and disagreements, and that's perfectly fine. That's what the Constitution says. Freedom of expression is essentially that. We can have opinions, and at the end of the day, we're both Americans, right? So here we are. Hopefully nothing comes of this. Hopefully nobody's rooting for a shooter in any way, no matter who's going to get elected. But I know that there are going to be some people that are. Look at the United CEO guy. So United Health CEO. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. Best of luck to us all. But quite frankly, if you see basically somebody in the dark web raising money to go assassinate a president, it's a scam, and I think it's important to know that. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. Same with YouTube, where you should follow me as well and subscribe. I'm also on Blue Sky and Mastodon now, and as always, stay safe, stay online, please attempt to stay private, and just lower the temperature and be excellent to each other. Take care.